Welcome back to the Russian lessons. This is the second part of the second lesson. Before we start this lesson, let's remember what we learned in the first part of the second lesson. In this part, we learned some basic Russian expressions and greetings. Let's remember them right now. In Russian, it's very important to distinguish formal and informal situations. The same happens with greetings. So to say hello in Russian in an informal way, you can say «Привет», «Привет». And to say hello in a formal way, you would say «Здравствуйте», «Здравствуйте». There is also another form «Здравствуй» for a more informal way, but nobody really uses it. To ask somebody's name in an informal way, it's «Как тебя зовут?». In a formal way, it's «Как вас зовут?». The answer would be the same «Меня зовут». To ask his or her name would be «Как его зовут?», what's his name, «Как ее зовут?», what's her name. And the answer would be the same as «Меня зовут», we just change the pronoun for his and her. For example, «Его зовут Павел», «Ее зовут Анна». And to respond to that, saying something like «Nice to meet you», the formal full form is «Приятно познакомиться». Познакомиться is an infinitive, and it means meet somebody for the first time, get acquainted. The short form would be очень приятно. Очень приятно. And if somebody tells you that, you can respond just взаимно. Взаимно. Mutually. Взаимно. Also, at the end of the first part, I told you about the patronymic, and in Russian informal situations, it's very common to use the first name together with the patronymic. For example, I am Daniela Valerievna, because the name of my father is Valery, so I'm Daniela Valerievna. So, for example, if I were a doctor or a teacher or a professor at university, people would call me Daniela Valerievna. But I'm not, so everybody calls me just Daniela. So the patronymic is used only for very formal situations, and for the informal situations you can use only the first name. But anyway, take it into account and be careful when you use it in your speech. And now let's start the second part of the second lesson. In this part we are going to continue learning some basic expressions that you can use when you speak in Russian. Okay, and the first expression that we are going to learn is what you usually say when you want to introduce another person, to present another person. And here again we have to use the same verb познакомиться, but in another form. Okay, so the informal way, like presenting, like meet somebody, is познакомься. Познакомься. The formal way is познакомьтесь. Познакомьтесь. Yes, as you can see, we take the informal way познакомься and we just add the suffix te. Познакомьтесь. That's the usual form of making formal way from informal, and also is the same when you make the plural form, because познакомьтесь works not only for you formal, but also for you plural. A basic dialect could be something like that. Привет, привет. Как тебя зовут? Меня зовут Даниэла. А как тебя зовут? Меня зовут Павел. А кто это? Это мой друг. Познакомься. Его зовут Дмитрий. Приятно познакомиться. Взаимно. Okay, let's continue. The second expression would be if you want to say something like can you tell me please? In Russian, you don't use can you tell me? You just say tell me please. First, let's start with the word please. Please is пожалуйста. Пожалуйста. It's a difficult word and not all the letters are pronounced, so be careful with that. We write пожалуйста, but we pronounce пожалуйста. And пожалуйста is not only please, but also you're welcome. So if somebody tells you in Russian спасибо, you have to respond пожалуйста. Okay, and now tell me please. Tell me please is скажи. From the verb сказать, it's an infinitive form, and we take the imperative form скажи. Скажи, пожалуйста. That's informal. And now you can make the formal one. How would it be? Exactly, we have to use the suffix te. Скажите, пожалуйста. Скажите, пожалуйста. Okay, for example, the basic dialect could be something like that. Привет, Здравствуй. Как тебя зовут? Меня зовут Павел. Скажи, пожалуйста, как его зовут? Его зовут Дмитрий. Next expression number 3. It's related with the word пожалуйста, and it's something like may I, if you want to do something or if you want to take something. So may I in Russian is можно. Можно. It's the same form for formal and informal, it doesn't matter. Just можно. Можно. And it's also an impersonal form. It works with singular, with plural, with feminine, masculine, neutral. Once again, it doesn't matter. You just say можно, можно, пожалуйста. Можно, пожалуйста. Of course, you can say just yes, да, можно, да, пожалуйста. So here you can choose. You say да, you say да, пожалуйста, or you just say пожалуйста. When would you use можно? For example, when you want to enter a room or a class, you're late. So you can open the door and say можно, and they say нет, or да, пожалуйста. And then you enter or not. And of course you can use можно before any other infinitive if you want to ask something. For example, можно сказать, may I say, or можно познакомиться, may we get acquainted. Alright, the fourth very important expression is I'm sorry, or excuse me. Okay, here again we have formal and informal ways. The informal way is извини, извини. The formal way, you should know already, is извините, извини, извините. So for example, we can add this expression извини, извините to the previous ones that we've just learned. You can say извините, скажите, пожалуйста, как вас зовут? Or извини, скажи, пожалуйста, как тебя зовут? Okay, let's continue. We learned the greetings привет, здравствуй, здравствуйте. And now we have to learn how to say goodbye. So once again, we have formal and informal ways. The informal way, the easy way, is пока. So you say привет, пока, привет, пока. The formal way is до свидания, which literally means until the date. До свидания. Da, we write do, but we pronounce da because o in an unstressed position is pronounced as a. I hope you remember that. So da means until, and свидание means the date. Until the date. До свидания. До свидания. And the last pack of expressions that we're going to see here is the question where. We know already the question what and who, which sound like what is что and who is кто. For example, you can say what is it? Что это? Or who is it? Кто это? And if you want to ask where is it, the question is где? Где? Где это? Where is it? Okay, to reply to that, we're going to learn two words, here and there. Here is здесь, здесь. There is another word also, тут, здесь, тут, you can use both. And there is там, здесь, там. So, for example, you can ask, где дом? Здесь. Or там. Or где моя книга? Where is my book? Здесь твоя книга. Or не здесь, там. Alright, to conclude today's lesson, the last expressions, or better said words that we're going to learn are some conjunctions. So, for example, I hope you learned that and in Russian is и. Я и ты. Me and you. But also I used another one that is a. A is also and, but it can mean also but. It depends on the context and it depends on the construction. So, for example, if I say «Меня зовут Даниэла», the natural way would be to say «А вас как зовут?», not «И вас как зовут?». Because it's like «But what's your name?». It's a contrast. So «а» is used a lot when we introduce contrast. Not only «but», but just contrast. I repeat again «Меня зовут Даниэла, а вас как зовут?». Or you can say «Это мой друг». А это кто? Я дома. I'm at home. А ты где? And where are you? And something that I mentioned before, just to remind you, is the words yes and no. Yes is да, no is нет. Да, нет. Very well, now let's summarize the information that we learned in these two parts of the second lesson, and so we can conclude the second lesson. To introduce a person or an object, we use the word «это». Это Павел, это дом, это книга, это Дмитрий, это я. To ask what is it is что это. To ask who is it is кто это. And the answer would be the same. Это дом, это книга, это Павел, это Дмитрий, это я. If you want to ask the question and respond yes or no, would be something like «Это книга?» «Да, это книга». «Это книга?» «Нет, это не книга». So we use «нет» as no, then we put «это», and then we put «не» before the noun. «Это не книга». So if you want to use a negative form of something, you just put «не» before that. Не книга, не дом, не я. Okay, greetings. For greetings we have three forms. Привет, здравствуй, здравствуйте. Здравствуйте is a formal one. To say goodbye would be пока, до свидания. До свидания is the formal one. To say sorry or excuse me, извини, извините. Извини, informal, извините, formal. To ask may I, the question is можно, можно, and the answer is пожалуйста. Да, пожалуйста. Нет. To say please and you're welcome is the word пожалуйста. To say thank you is спасибо, and the answer is пожалуйста or не за что, like for nothing. Пожалуйста, не за что. Okay, to present oneself, to say my name is меня зовут. His name его зовут. Her name ее зовут. And to respond nice to meet you is приятно познакомиться or очень приятно. Приятно познакомиться, очень приятно. To respond to that, you could say something like взаимно, mutually, взаимно. To ask somebody's name is как тебя зовут, informal, как вас зовут, formal or plural, как его зовут, what's his name, как ее зовут, what's her name. To say can you tell me please is the expression скажи пожалуйста or скажите пожалуйста. And finally, to ask where is it is the question где. Где это? And you can say это здесь, it's here. Это там, it's there. Okay, very well. Congratulations, you've completed the second part of the second lesson, and so the second lesson. In the next lesson, we are going to learn some more expressions and more grammar. See you soon. Пока!